Hey everybody, welcome back. We are the SwiceyChix. My name is Jada.
I'm Wendy.
And we are here again. I know we've been gone for a really long time, but we had some things going on. We had to fix some stuff. And we're back and we're happy. I'm excited. You look super cute today.
Thanks.
Let's tell us a little bit about your little get up here.
Oh, well, the top is Fashion Nova, first of all. Because
Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova. My skirt, I don't know where I got my skirt from.
It's really cute. I love it.
Yeah, the tights, GG, my Gucci tights, and my boots came from Fabric Bucket.
Never heard of them before.
It's right outside Lennox. They got like a little plaza across the street.
With a K.
Yes.
Okay, I know you're talking about Fabric. I did too.
I guess it's Fabric, so we just gonna roll with it. I got them, a couple months ago, and they have been very comfortable.
They look comfortable. They kind of remind me of like the goth look,
exactly.
But not really goth though.
If you had told me when I was in high school that I would have worn these boots, I would have told you because I thought like these kind of boots were associated with like a gothic style. Mm-hmm. You would never told me I was gonna wear these kind of boots. Yeah. But the combat boots are in style.
I think that's super cute. I love it. It gives a little extra little And you know what? I love when like our girls, like black girls, step out of the norm because people just expect us to have on Jordans. And you know, sometimes they expect us to have on like label-ish type shoes, but you know, we like to get with the fashions with the Beckys too and them. And you did it really well. I love it. I love it.
I really threw it together.
No, I can't tell. I can't. You look great. So like I said, we've been gone, guys. We were trying to get some things in order. We decided to add some things also to the podcast, like our email, our viewer and listener email. I'm real excited about that. It's actually SwiceyChix@gmail.com. That's SwiceyChix@gmail.com. That's for all of our listeners who want to either send us questions, if they want to help us with topics, or if they want to just comment on Wendy and her fashions, her lashes. If you want to talk to me about the things I say, you know, it doesn't matter. We're open to anything. Just please send them in, SwiceyChix@gmail.com. We're still going to include our little popcorn thoughts that I have that I mentioned. So every now and then throughout the show, I might just bring up a random topic that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about, because that's just how my mind works. So yeah, I want to start though with what is irritating me in Atlanta. That's what we're starting with today.
I thought you were going to start with something different.
No.
Okay.
All the things that are irritating me in the city of Atlanta. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, the traffic. Okay. I know, guys, you know, everybody's been in a pandemic, or people like to call it a panoramic. And, you know, we've had, you know, some leisurely driving going on. We've been able to get to the store in 10 minutes. We've been able to get to the mall in 15. Now that all the other states and cities are back open, people just want to come to Atlanta. I don't know why everybody wants to come to Atlanta. Every weekend, it's bumper to bumper traffic. And I don't even know if I can just like narrow it down to the weekend. I think it's just every day.
Every day. I mean, Atlanta traffic always been bad. So with me being from here, Atlanta traffic always been bad. So when I moved back, my dad always told me, one thing you're not going to be able to complain about, and I don't want to hear your mouth about, is the traffic. Because you already know that's what it's finna be.
Right.
Of course, we overpopulated. So.
We are. Stop moving here. Please.
I should have my We Full shirt on. I might wear that next time. It say We Full.
You gotta get me one of them. We're gonna wear that.
My manager make them shirts.
Okay, give me one. Give me a small. Okay. I want to be tight.
I got you.
We are full.
We are full. We at max capacity.
There's no more room here.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's every day, and it's worse in the city. I mean,
it's in the city.
Yeah.
It's in the city. You can't go to brunch without sitting in traffic 45, 50 minutes. Yeah. I was just telling our videographer and our friend Paula behind the camera that, y'all, I left work at like midnight Saturday, Braves game.
Okay.
Midnight. My GPS said, you will be home in 19 minutes. So I'm just trucking along, trucking along, listening to Janae Aiko Do. I look back down at the GPS. It has changed from 19 minutes to 49 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I might be able to pull this off. It's Saturday, okay. But in my mind, I'm thinking, but it's like midnight. So I'm still trucking. Y'all, I look back down again. That bitch said an hour and 30 minutes. No, ma'am. Construction.
Oh.
Fucking construction. I said, no, ma'am. So I got off on a strange exit and I just found my way. I was just meandering through the city. I'd rather do that than stay on this highway and be stuck. Because all I saw was lights. All I saw was lights for miles.
I don't understand why they do that though. Like construction, I mean, you gotta do that stuff at 2, 3, 4 a.m. when literally nobody's like on the road like that.
They don't care. They don't care, Wendy.
But yeah.
They don't care. Atlanta don't care. Atlanta, I don't like, what do you call those, civil engineers? Is that who's in charge of road? I don't know, but they don't give two flying flips about convenience of the residents of Atlanta. Yesterday on Mother's Day, I was taking my mom to dinner. We were on 285. Y'all, I was going 285 into the city. Coming out of the city, gridlock.
Oh, yeah.
It was cut off. The highway was cut off, shut down. All I saw for miles were cars. And I'm like, in my mind thinking, oh God, could you imagine somebody's granny in the car with them? All she wanted to do was go to Golden Corral. And she's stuck in the car. She's stuck in the car for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm just thinking, or okay, Piccadilly. Let's do Piccadilly. Okay. She want that chopstick and that rice and that gravy.
I'll tear that chopstick. I don't hurt nobody.
That chopstick with that gravy and that white rice.
Slap.
Girl, wait a minute. Or that fried catfish.
Listen.
And that broccoli rice.
Every cake.
Key lime slice.
Up to this day.
I'm sorry. We were so off topic. I'm sorry. I was just trying to explain how I'm just irritated with the traffic in Atlanta. My second thing that I'm irritated with in Atlanta, and we're going to talk about these boys in the water again.
One of them shot another water boy this weekend.
That's what I'm saying. What's happening? What's going on with the children, the youth in Atlanta?
I thought Keisha was supposed to be coming up with some kind of program or something to get them real jobs. But one water boy shot another water boy the other day.
About water?
Girl. But if people are at an intersection and you emptying the clip on my man, like you could have.
That's what
somebody else.
Girl, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, we're fighting over water? Is that we pulling out Glocks because of water?
No, girl.
And I'm right here in my Honda, and you about to pull out a Glock over a bottle of water?
At the red light.
At the red light. What are we doing? Atlanta, what is happening? What's going on? I don't know. So those are the things that's just irritating me about the city that I live in. I'm just so irritated with traffic. I'm irritated with the water boys. And last but not least, this is the last of my rant, and then we'll get into the topics. This has nothing to do with Atlanta. This is just period. What in the ham sandwich is going on with customer service? Because it doesn't exist.
That's a whole nother topic.
That don't exist no more. Mm-hmm. Like, what happened? I mean, we were all quarantined in the house for a year, so did everybody forget how to treat people? Did everybody?
There beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Customer service is a dying industry.
Okay, gotcha.
It's that way with black businesses as
well,
especially.
Woo.
Customer service is a dying industry anyway.
Ooh, it is. It is.
It's bad.
It's gotten to the point, y'all, and I hate to keep doing this, but this is the only place that I know that still is providing me with the service that I feel like I deserve, and that is Chick-fil-A. That my pleasure, it gives me joy every time they say it.
Except the one on Wesley Chapel.
Okay. Don't do Wesley.
I'm just
Why are you doing Wesley like that? That's the east side.
That's my point. You go over to Chick-fil-A on the east side.
Yo, that's the east side.
They ain't gonna tell you my pleasure.
They don't say my
give you
pleasure.
that bag and they gonna send you on your way. I was
Wait a
just
minute.
over there not long ago.
Let me think. Wesley Chapel. Wait a minute. They don't say my pleasure? Kiki and them?
No. Kiki and them gonna give you your bag, and that's that. Maybe somebody new on their first couple days.
Dang, I never noticed that.
No, on the east side ain't no my pleasure.
See, we gotta get that together, east side. Y'all know I love the east side. I rep for the east side all day, every day. even though I'm not really from Georgia, but when we moved here, we moved to Boring Road, South DeKalb, by Southwest DeKalb High School. That's what I'm saying. Bob Mathis Elementary is where my little sister went. You know what I'm saying? I went to, she went to Bob Mathis, you know what I'm saying? Southwest DeKalb was in the neighborhood. Redan High School was the high school I ended up going. Chapel Hill. I need the East Side to get it together. Y'all can't disappoint me like this. Chick-fil-A on the East Side on Wesley Chapel. This is a PSA. Y'all need to say my pleasure.
Girl, it was a mess.
Okay.
I mean, okay, let's lighten it up a little bit. In Atlanta, let's not talk about all the bastards going on in Atlanta.
Everybody else trash Atlanta. We might as well trash it because every time I get on the blogs, all I see is Atlanta this, Atlanta that.
This past weekend, we was at work, but we missed the versus battle. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw snippets.
Wait a minute, why the face like that?
Go ahead.
We had a versus battle right here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I missed it because we was at work.
I know.
So, the next day when I got home, I said, okay, let me watch the versus battle.
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed the versus battle. And I'm a fan of both girl groups.
I'm a fan of both
However,
groups.
we had this conversation, and I said,
like both groups.
I'm an Escape fan. As far as music, I prefer Escape over SWV.
Yeah.
I utterly enjoyed the verses. And it's actually my third time watching it.
Wow, you watched it more than the Isley Brothers in there?
Yes.
Because they were talking about it was Zaddy and everything on that. Okay. I thoroughly feel like this is my honest opinion. I feel like Escape killed it. I'm really shocked. Tiny. You did that, Tiny. Tiny did that. I am shocked.
She was blowing.
Because normally I'm just like, okay, Candy gonna carry it. What's the other girl's name? Tasha. But Tiny showed out. I was like, look at her in these runs. Okay, she had the breathing together. She had everything together. So I will say that I really enjoyed that. Now, here's where... But I'm gonna give a disclaimer because I didn't know what happened prior to what I was looking at. I don't know, during the moment where SWV was singing, I believe Coco wasn't looking real friendly for a minute during the verses. Coco was acting a little bit, but then I found out that she had a situation that occurred prior to her coming to the verses that kind of threw her off. And the situation was like she was in a hotel, she saw some violence occur right before she had to go, somebody got shot, and she witnessed it. And so she was shook. But she still had to push through and go on through the verses and do what she had to do. So I'm gonna give Coco, I'm gonna chill on Coco, but I think the verses was good. I love me some Escape though, When I moved to Georgia, Escape was popping, so I was like, oh, okay. But Tiny?
Yeah, I watched it 3 times.
Okay, Tiny. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about Tiny. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the topics. We're going to leave Tiny alone. We're going to get into the topics. This is something that I thought would be interesting because, well, I guess I can't say that because I have family members that watch this and they'll be offended. But, okay, so the topic I wanted to talk about today is about girls that grow up in the household with dads or brothers. And do you feel like they have better experiences dating? Or maybe a one-up on how to date because they grew up in a household with a dad or a brother. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because just throughout just friendships and stuff, I started to notice that like some of my homegirls that had like a dad figure in their life, not like here and there coming and going, but like a real dad figure, lived in the house, disciplined them, loved them, did all the fatherly things. Those girls, just in my experience, they're married now. Or if they're not married, they have good, solid relationships, like emotionally and physically solid relationships. Okay. Those friends of mine did not have the, as I call it, F-boy experiences I had with dating. And so I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. I know that you actually have a brother that you grew up in a household.
And as you're talking, I'm writing notes because I don't want to miss.
She has an actual brother, and her dad lives in a household with her. I had a father figure in the household, but he was not my dad. He was my stepdad. But then, my parents end up divorcing. So then I end up ultimately being raised by a single mom. And I can tell you from my experience, I had really up and down relationships with dudes. For instance, I would say I did not know really how to navigate through dating as a teenager with dudes because one, when my stepfather was in the household, he wasn't that type of dad that set us down and said, hey, baby girl, this is, you're starting to date. Don't take this from dudes. You need to look out for this, look out for that. He was not that type of dad. He was a dad that worked, and made sure that we were financially fine, but that was it. So I missed a lot of what I think that father-daughter connection that would help you understand the way a boy thinks or help you navigate through dating with a guy. I had a great uncle that was very influential in my life, my Uncle Grady. He was very influential in my life. He was kind of like a second dad, but he wasn't my dad, so it was different. So I just wanted to talk about that.
Girl.
How do you feel about that?
Okay. So let me make sure I got my points here.
Okay.
I jotted down 3. So I feel like just because you grew up in a household with a dad, because my dad has been in my life 30 years, I don't think it hasn't given me a leg up on relationships. Because I feel like not every dad knows how to be a dad to a daughter.
Okay.
Some dads know how to be great dads to sons. They kind of bond on this or bond on that, but they may not know how to bond with their daughter on certain things. Okay. Me in particular, I don't feel like my dad taught me how to deal with men. Okay. Or how to handle men. Okay. Or how, even how men are supposed to treat you. Right. He did not have those conversations with me. So I kind of went through dating, navigating everything. Oh,
just like me then.
Blind. Yeah. So I'm like, at the end of the day, it don't matter whether you had a dad in the house or not, because it didn't give me no leg up as far as dating. That may not be everybody's situation, right? But it was mine. Nobody had those conversations with me. Like, this is how men think. Watch out for niggas like this. Right. Whatever. Right. And even having a brother, my brother's younger than me.
See, he's younger. Okay.
Had I had an older brother, I could have probably learned a thing or two. Okay. Or if I had like a stronger male influence who put me on game about this or about that. Right. Absolutely. Right. But I didn't have that. My brother was younger than me, so my brother's watching stuff that I did. Or me and my brother are 4.5, 5 years apart. Okay. So we weren't even in school at any given time together. Maybe like first grade or something like that. Okay. But we weren't even in school at the same time together. So I think what you can do and what I do at this point, I use the lack of relationships or the lack of knowledge that he gave me as ammunition for better relationships. So whatever you didn't give me, I'm learning that now as an adult, or I'm learning it through my mistakes. Yeah, that's so now I'm using it to better myself and better my relationships. But see, now it's like, hey, I'm 25. I was 25 making mistakes. I'm 28 making mistakes. Right. I'm 30 making mistakes. Right. Because I still don't have it all together at this point. So I don't have no leg up.
You really don't feel like you have a leg up.
I've been engaged twice.
But that's what I'm saying. I've never been engaged. You see what I'm saying? So we could still do the whole, if I write down on a piece of paper a list, I still, for whatever reason, I still feel like you may, from my experience, you still may have one up on me. Still. Okay. So first and foremost, you've been engaged at least twice. I have never been engaged. I have never even been in a relationship long enough, successfully long enough to even start talking about that. And I 100% contribute that to my parents. Like, the lack of father figures in my life. And I'll even put my mom on this a little bit, because she didn't really sit us down and say, you need to do this, you need to act like this, you need to be able to communicate this, you need to be able to express that. Like, I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't have a book. I was out here just willy-nilly by myself, just figuring the shit out. And so it really it's disheartening to me a lot of times when I see young girls, especially when I was a teacher, young girls that makes like super duper crazy ass mistakes because they don't have male figures. So maybe I shouldn't even say father, just a male figure in their life that's a positive person, that's loving, also that's going to gear them or steer them in the right direction. That used to be really disheartening for me. And I started thinking about myself as a kid. Like, this is probably why I am so unsuccessful in relationships. Because I didn't have no blueprint. I didn't have anybody to navigate with me. And, you know, it sucks to be a woman and still feel like in your late age, still feel like you don't really know what you're doing in a relationship. That is difficult to swallow every single day, especially if you're a woman like me who feels like my education, got that down packed, did that. Jobs, got that, did that. You know what I'm saying? Health, getting that better, doing that. I'm making moves and doing things in the right way for other things, but when it comes to relationships, it's just not working.
I feel you on that though, because okay, so do you watch or have you watched Being Mary Jane?
Yeah, I used to love that show. Yeah.
Okay, so I really like Being Mary Jane. And at some point I stopped watching it like season 2 or 3. Well, you know, I'm a big Omari Hardwick fan.
Yes.
And he was only in like the first season.
Right.
So I was like, okay, he ain't in the show no more. So I feel like a lot of Black women relate to her. I feel like she's telling it. She's not the blueprint, and she's not to say that every Black woman goes through those things, but I feel like a lot of Black women could relate to her. When you have success in your career.
Yes.
You are pivotal to your family.
Yep.
You are educated. You're Black. You're beautiful.
Yep.
You are living the dream life.
All that.
Love life is jacked
It's
up.
jacked up.
And I feel like I can relate to that. 'Cause I feel like I'm successful here.
Yep.
I got this going on. I got that going on. But you could say like, hey, your love life is just it ain't all together.
I
don't blame it on just my dad. I don't blame it on lack of male figures. I just think. And see, I grew up with 2 parents in the household for my entire life.
Your entire life.
I moved out the house. So I think it was both of them. Both of my parents are responsible for why I am the way that I am, or the way that I think about relationships, the way I view relationships, all of that. I think both of them, at some point in time, whether that was when I hit puberty and went through my cycle, we should have had certain conversations.
Right.
Whether I got older, like right before, you know, going into high school, going into college, we should have had different conversations.
Absolutely.
About the type of people you're going to encounter, even about friends.
Girl.
Hey, you're going to go to college, you're going to meet a whole lot of people. Don't get wrapped up in all these people because all these people are not going to be your friends. Don't get wrapped up in friends because when you get out of college, you might only rock with 1 or 2 of them for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So it's like a lot of times I feel like we didn't have the conversations we were supposed to have.
Yeah.
Granted, they can't prepare you for every single thing.
They can't. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I'm going to give my mom a disclaimer because I was her first. So you probably made a lot of mistakes with me. But when it comes to the second and the third, sometimes I feel like their scope on dating and relationships should be way better than mine. Yeah. Because you all have had all these years screwing me up. Now you got my middle sister. Y'all halfway got her together. By the time the baby's here, y'all should have that shit down packed. Yeah. That should be down packed. And I watched my little sister. I will say from the little bit that she shares, because she don't really tell us a lot, and that's fine. But the little bit that she shares with us, I would say she's doing way better dating than I definitely did. Because I was 22 dating a 36-year-old.
Do you think that was out of rebellion, or like what made you choose somebody that much older than you? And will you date somebody that much older than you now? Because I'm 30. If somebody's 35, they're too old for me.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
If you're not my age, I don't want to date nobody younger than me.
You're
like 29, 28.
Right.
But if you're like older than 32,
really?
Where I'm at 30, I
don't know, because men, Wendy, if he's 32, he's really 28. So, yeah, I'm just being 100% honest with you. Mentally, he's probably just 28. So you probably should do 35, because then he's probably 30 mentally. But that's a whole nother conversation. So I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being...
If you're a fella out there, please drop a comment.
The women gonna chime in. They'll tell you. And that's just genetically, like, that's just how men, they're not. Yes, it is. I'm not even making that shit up. Like, that's just scientifically. But anyway, why did I do that at 22? Well, I'll tell you one thing. And he's a really good person. I don't want to make this sound like he preyed on me, but I mean, I'm 22, I'm in college, you're 36, you just got out the military and decided to go back to college at 36.
Where did you meet him?
Yeah, in college. Like he was in the military, and you know, with military people, you can go back to college, they pay for your entire tuition.
Okay, yeah.
So his whole fucking matriculation was paid.
Got it.
Out from the military. And then on top of that, he had a full ride scholarship for playing basketball because he played basketball in the military also overseas. So I think he kind of, to be fair, I think he kind of was looking for a younger girl anyway. Because I mean, he was you know, men like younger women. I mean, most men would rather date somebody younger than them anyway. And I think he kind of just, I guess pray is not a good word, but I think he just was looking for a younger girl. And I was there. I was footloose and fancy free. Didn't have no boyfriend. I was just with my homegirls, living in an apartment. This is our first time living alone, having fun. And here comes this man that has a car. He's financially stable. He's grown, not like the other 22-year-old boys that was at the college. He had money. He had his own place. What girl's gonna be like, no?
Right.
He didn't look 36. He looked our age. He was very fit, and he was athletic, and then he was popular on campus. So for me, I was like, why not? And that lasted like 4 years.
What?
Yes, I was with him for 4 years. And the only reason why we broke up, because I was being trifling.
So this is your man?
Yes, we were together for 4 years. My whole entire 4 years of college.
Damn, so did you enjoy college because you was with the same dude the whole time?
And Jordan, because he was the point guard for the basketball team. I was the basketball manager. We traveled with the team all over.
Oh, wait a minute.
Girl, we were everywhere.
So did you purposely become the basketball manager?
Yes, he told me. Yeah, he was like, you need to become a basketball manager so you can travel with me. I was like, I don't know how to do that. He was like, you ain't got to know how to do nothing. All you doing is washing towels, filling up the water bottle. He was like, and you make sure you get our bags on the bus. And I was like, that's it? And he was like, trust me. So I went, talked to the athletic director, and they were like, yeah, we need some more girls. Girl, I was in there. Listen, I got to travel, and my classes were excused because I was traveling with the basketball team. Then on top of that, we got a per diem every time we were gone, so we were getting $60 per day to eat, and our room and board. Girl, we were in there. Then I got my best friend on. I was like, girl, you need to be a basketball manager too.
Damn right.
And she was like, for real? I was like, yes. So then my best friend and my man, we traveling all over the place. So we were kicking it. But I was being trifling. And that's why we broke up. I'm not gonna get into what happened. But I was being trifling.
Oh, bitch, how you gonna have this story to get to the point where you was being trifling?
I was being very trifling.
Trying to cut it off.
Okay. So I ended up messing with his teammate. And so it broke, it was over after that. I fucked it up, yeah. I mean, I was like 22, 23. I mean, I didn't know. So I messed it up, and I was just like, you're just too controlling. You always want to be in my business. You're getting on my nerves. And then I was like, you know, I know how to fix this. Let me just go mess with your friend. And that's what I did. I messed with his friend on the basketball team. And yeah, it didn't go good. It didn't go well, because he actually walked in the midst of us kicking it. And he was like, what are you doing here? And he was like, what are you doing here? She told me y'all broke up. And he was like, no, we didn't break up. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, it was sidekick back then. It was sidekick. So I was like, girl, that's sidekick. And them little lights. It was a sidekick back then.
Yeah.
So I messed that up. But yeah, would I do it now though?
Yeah, would you date somebody that much older than you now?
Absolutely not. He would be a granddaddy. Like, I couldn't do it. He would be a super granddaddy. He would be like 60.
So you're not one of them chicks that he's like, oh, I'm gonna get me a sugar daddy.
Absolutely not, because you have to fuck sugar daddies, and I'm not fucking nobody with pubes that are gray. So no, I can't do sugar daddies. Like, that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah, somebody 5 years older than me is too much.
No, I'm not. I don't need sugar daddies, because really a sugar daddy is what you're providing them companionship and sex because they have money to pay for your shit. I don't need you buying me nothing just because you want to fuck. Like, if you want to fuck, just say you want to fuck, and I'm still not doing it because you're old. I don't want geriatric dick. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Not geriatric.
I just don't. And then everybody knows after 40-something-ish men.
ED?
Hey, people be trying to act like they don't know. That ED be real. The people try to act like they don't know. women, that ED is real. Do some research. Men, stop playing. Y'all know y'all got
Really,
that
it's
shit.
hitting 35.
Is it that?
The first time we had this conversation,
You know what?
35 plus, that ED start creeping.
That ED creeps in. Y'all gotta
Your
get.
ass don't eat right.
They gotta eat right and exercise. Y'all gotta exercise. You gotta keep that blood flow right. Cause that ED is real.
And you beet juice.
That beet juice.
The beet juice
Y'all,
is good,
men, y'all get y'all some beet juice. Get y'all some beet juice. Cause really, women in their 30s and 40s, we really don't want to have sex with 20-year-olds. Not really. So we really need y'all 30-year-olds to get it together. Keep that thing strong. Beet juice. Cause that ED is real. Okay. Do you think you ever date a sugar daddy?
No, hell no.
Okay, see? We're not into that. We're not into sugar daddies, guys.
I'm nervous myself of getting a gray hair.
I'm dead.
So first, I'm not about to be with nobody.
I'm so
and I'm
weak.
looking at a head full of gray. I think I saw one gray, or it could have been the way. Let's just hope the way the light was hitting me. Because I saw one gray about 6 months ago. I said, oh, this bitch has got to go.
Girl,
And you know they say, oh, you pluck it, it's gonna come back. I don't care. I will dye my hair till I'm 95. I'm not letting it go.
Wendy, I started graying at 28.
See?
I started graying at 28. My mom has full gray hair right now.
Now,
Full gray
I tell
hair.
you what, I can let it go if it starts to go like silver.
That's what my mom has. She has silver
African-American
hair.
women with
That silver hair is
that long
gorgeous.
Silver hair is gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna keep covering mine. I mean, I saw one and I told you, I they had to go.
Girl, wait till wait till them grays start showing up on your underarms.
I'm going to lose it.
Okay. Wait till that gray show up on that sideburn.
And you know, I'm wax. Hey, when I wax anyway, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't like hair. Unless it's on my head. I don't
Yeah.
wanna see it.
Gray hair, it just kind of, I know we should embrace it because it means wisdom and, you know, you're...
Fuck that.
Okay.
No.
All righty.
No hell.
No hell. Okay.
As soon as it come in, it's giving season.
It's good.
It's giving season. And I don't...
You don't want to be seasoned
I
yet.
don't... No, I'm
Not-
not embracing nothing
Seasoning.
seasoned. Yeah.
Except for our
Unless it's
chicken.
my fucking food. Exactly. Unless it's food, I ain't embracing nothing seasoned, okay?
I feel you on that. No, so we don't do sugar daddies, guys. I'm not into that. I think the oldest I'll date now, maybe 42, 43.
What's the low end?
Oh, low is 40. I'm not going no lower than 40.
Okay.
I can't. There's no way possible. 40 is low for me. High, I'll push it up. High is 45, but I got to be like at the point where I'm just like, fuck it, ain't nobody else left at 45. Because I feel like 45 is too close to 50 for me. And then 50 is too close to my mama's age in her 60s. We can't do that. We can't do that. So I need you to be like 40, 41, 42, 43, 45 is a max. And I don't mind a little salt and pepper. I like salt and pepper on your face. Not down there, but on your face. Salt and pepper is fine.
So you don't think if it's up here?
I don't want it to be down there. I need you to fix it, sir.
If it's up here, it's
Fix
down
it.
there, it's over here.
Fix it.
It's here and it's
Fix
here.
it, sir. You got to manscape. You got to do something, sir.
Okay, because men need to manscape.
Do we want to talk about that?
Men need to manscape because I don't like the taco meat across the chest. I don't like to see it. When you unbutton, give us a little key sweat chest. I don't like to see it. I don't like the taco meat. Men need to manscape and get it out of there. Don't nobody want to see that damn taco meat when you unbutton your shirt. And it's summertime.
And
Y'all
it's
need-
hot. And it's all tight. It's
and
tight.
it's curled up.
It's tight.
No.
It's kinky. Kinky. And you know what? If they got it right here, it's right here if they got a beard.
In patches.
In patches. Can you look, it's a brush you can get. It's just a little baby brush.
And if it ain't growing in, shave it off.
Off. Or more, you gotta moisturize your face too, sir. Like that's hair. So you have to actually like wash that with shampoo. Because I hate to see men that I've dated that have beards and they don't wash their beard. Like they think just because it's on your face that it's like, so I just rinse it off in the shower. No, sir. You gotta moisturize your beard too.
Shout out to the men who have a whole
Regimen?
routine.
Yes.
The men with a whole routine.
Yes.
Now you shouldn't have more products on your sink
Yeah,
than me,
let's
but I
not
can
do
appreciate a little beard oil,
Little beard
a little
oil,
shampoo, a little this,
a little beard
that.
pomade,
Yeah,
a
like
little
a
brush.
little cream, whatever you got to get the beard together.
Yeah.
Like women like to, play in the beard or whatever, and we need to feel it soft. We don't
It's
need
soft.
coils. We don't need
Soft.
nappy.
It needs to
ass,
smell
no.
good too.
That too.
Your beard needs to smell fresh and clean.
Because hair traps odor. So if you don't wash it, we know it.
Listen, I was telling my homeboy that there was a study done, and I really wish I could find that study because it went viral on Instagram like 2 years ago about men's beards and how much fecal matter is found in men's beards.
Wait a minute, how does the fecal matter get there?
You tell me and I'll tell you.
Listen.
Okay. That was a study done. It was. I wish I could find that article, y'all. It was bacteria and fecal matter in men's beards, and they were saying that men have to wash your beard. And then I was thinking, like, how could that have happened? But men touch things all day. They do this. They scratch. They might hold their face. Like, I could see how just dirt and grime and fungus and all kind of things can get in your beard.
But fecal?
Hey. Wash your hands. Well, you already know we in a pandemic now because bitches don't wash their hands. So people don't wash their hands. I thought that was a normal thing. I thought everybody washed their hands, but clearly they claim COVID-19 spread so fast because people don't wash their hands.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Okay, guys, we've done a lot of ranting today. We had to get some things off our chest.
It's a long time.
It's been a long time. I mean, I just want to put a disclaimer out. I love Atlanta, but we got to get this traffic shit together. Water boys, just stop.
The traffic gonna be here.
To stop. Well, then we got to figure out some opening of some lanes. We need to add some more lanes.
Open more lanes. We need to fix the public transportation.
Because it's trash. It's fucking trash.
Too many cars, physical cars on the road.
And people keep moving here. Like, they're not stopping by, like, coming to Atlanta for vacation and then, like, oh, that's just a great place of vacation. No. They're coming to vacation, and while they're on vacation, they're searching and looking, and then they come back and be like, I'm going to come here. This is the Black Mecca. Okay. We'll get on that too in another episode. But can y'all just stop coming here? We're running out of space. There isn't much land left in the city. Now, if y'all want to go to, like, Norcross, go to Norcross. Y'all want to go to Beaufort, Covington,
get the hell on.
Porterville. Y'all can even go to Alpharetta. I don't care. Kennesaw. But in the city, there's no more room. We're full, guys. We're full. So, no, we don't. We love the revenue, but we just don't want no more y'all here. It's too many people. Water boys, y'all go to a camp or something. Get off the streets. Y'all need to go to camp. Because this on the streets selling water, harassing people, and now y'all shooting each other. Y'all just go to camp. Y'all can't make the money. Y'all can't hustle on the corner with the water bottles no more. It's not safe anymore. So let's let that go. All right. Anything else you want to get off your chest? I'm done. I was gonna say something about the Braves, but I'm gonna let that slide. I'm just gonna let that slide because
maybe next episode.
Okay, because I have a lot of angst about what's going on at the Braves Stadium. Working there, so we'll maybe touch on that next episode. But thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure you drop some comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, don't forget about our listener and viewer email, SwiceyChix@gmail.com. You guys can drop comments there, topics you want to discuss, you want us to discuss, or if you guys want us to read your letter and give you some advice, hey, we're all open for that too. So don't forget. But we'll see you guys next time. Bye.